Alright, in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to replace the cracked screen on a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. As you see, the screen is cracked, and here's going to be the new screen. It's going to include the screen and the metal frame, as you can see, like this. So if the screen is like scratched up on the sides of the metal frame, it's going to get replaced anyways with this. This repair is pretty much straightforward. Just follow along with me and I'll show you guys how to do this. So the first thing we're going to want to do is take off the back cover of the phone. And the way to do that is you can use a little bit of heat, but this thing is made out of plastic, so you don't have to worry about it breaking or not, right? Because it's plastic. If you're gonna go use heat, don't use that much, because it's probably not actually necessary. You can see this starts to come up like this. You can already see the adhesive there. And then the back cover will come right off. There you go. Get this adhesive. This adhesive is going to be replaced anyways. I already have pre-cut adhesive that I'm going to stick right here on the back, but you'll see that at the end of the video once the repair is done. So we're going to put this here and pay attention to this. The screws on this back, they're all different. They're not all different. They're different from this point up and here down. So we're gonna separate these two. So the ones that are up in this area, I'm gonna place them in here. And the ones that are down here, I'm just gonna leave them here on the table. All right, so you see I have all the screws, keeping them separated in this dish, and then the bottom half from here, I'm just gonna lay here. All right, just to show you guys, I'll grab one screw from here and then one screw from the top half. And as you can see, these are thicker than this one. Do you see how they're different? One is thicker, the ones on the bottom are thicker, the ones on the top are thinner. All right, so what we're gonna wanna do is take off this back plastic piece. We can start from the top. And then this thing will kind of flap open, and then you're gonna want to disconnect those two connections, because one is the battery and then one is of course the I guess this is the wireless charging. And then we can take this out. And before I move on, I want to show you guys one thing. Some of you guys may have like a 5G antenna right here. This one doesn't, because this one is not a Verizon model. The Verizon models are the ones that have these extra like 5G antennas, which should go here. And I believe it would connect in here somewhere. There's the other one, it would be right here. And I think the cable would like swing. I don't know where it connects. There's probably no connection, because this isn't a Verizon phone. This is like a different phone. But yeah, some phones may have it, some phones may not have it. All right, so we're gonna want to take this out, unhook this, and before I go any further, this is gonna be the whole setup. Remember, old screen, new screen. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna transfer the stuff from here and just transfer it in here, and that's gonna be pretty much with this phone repair, right? So we'll put that aside. There's gonna be a screw right here we're gonna take out. We'll kind of just put it over here. Maybe we can put it on this side of the cable. We're gonna need this screw. Remember, don't lose it, because that's what holds the motherboard down, because the way the power button works, it makes contact underneath. Take out the front selfie camera, just put it there in the dish. We can start to lift this up. Actually, we're gonna need to take out the SIM tray right here. Here we go. We're gonna have to take out the SIM tray. Pop that out. And there we go. I'll just put it there. Put this aside. All right, this thing will start to come out. It could be helpful just to unplug the cameras and put them aside. We'll just start to lift this up. Watch out for the battery connection. We can unplug this. That's the screen connection. We're gonna unplug the fingerprint scanner. And as you see, there's one black screw right here. We're gonna take that out. That goes for the bottom. And then this thing, we'll leave it here. This thing will lift out. Just get your tool like this and kind of just flip it this way. Just kind of lift like this. It kind of like goes and it tucks under this thing, right? See, it tucks under. But then after you get that out, we're almost out. We just need to get this out. You can grab like a flathead screwdriver, go underneath it and lift it out. Now we have this whole thing out like this, right? So place that right here. This new screen has this like wrapper kind of thing on it, so just take that off, right? And then there's another like wrapper thing up here. All right, so we can take that and throw that away. We don't need that. All right, so the only thing that's left, we're going to transfer the fingerprint scanner, this vibration motor, and the battery, and then that's it from here. So let's start off with these here. You can probably take this out with a flathead screwdriver. Like this, as you see, it's still sticky. And then we'll just transfer it on over to the new screen right here. Then we'll take the fingerprint scanner. We'll get under it, maybe right here on the left side. And there we go. Actually, we'll put this here. It'll probably be easier to place that back on once this is on the screen. So the last thing we're gonna do is take out the battery here. We can blow some heat on the side, or you can use some alcohol here. If you want to use heat, blow it on the front screen side. You can also get out with some alcohol. You can buy this at CVS. I just pour some in here, and then I can run it down the side and then probably on the bottom. And that should help get it underneath the battery a little bit, at least. You can grab our tool like this, and then we can just go on the side and start to pry up. This one came out kind of easy, so they're not always easy like this. This one looks like it's probably been repaired before. All right, so there's this. Get my rag. All right, so here's the cracked one. Here's the new one. We don't need anything from here anymore. Let's put this away and get this out of the way. All right, so here's gonna be our new screen. We will put this in first. So we'll just plop this in like this. We can go ahead and grab our screw that goes right here. Remember, we had the screw over here, which would be this one. Can go ahead and screw that in right there. All right, put the cameras in, that one's in, make sure the connections didn't unplug or anything like that. All right, so then the charging port area, we'll just go ahead and put that in. This cable goes like this, remember, like that. Then we'll go put that in there like this. We'll grab the other screw that was there, the black screw. Put that screw, I believe. No, I'm not sure. I think it goes right here. Let me just check. Let me double check. But let's put this fingerprint scanner in. The way you remember is just grab this and see which one. Okay, it looks like it goes right there. It goes right here. The reason we would figure that out is there's a screw and there is no screw hole that goes right here, right? All right, so we'll place the wires in the little I don't know what you call that, the little canyon thingy, or put it in there. White wire goes right on top of it. All right, that looks good. We'll get this one. Place the wire in there. There we go. And then we'll get this thing right here. This new one looks like there's adhesive already for the new battery, as you can see. If we have some alcohol on here, just make sure to wipe it off. Go right here, place the battery in there. We'll install or plug in the front selfie camera, and you can grab the connection right here. As you can always see, so you guys don't mismatch them. One says main, the bottom says sub. This one is sub, this one is main board, right? So you can go ahead, plug that in, plug that in on the bottom. All right. And we can go ahead and plug in the battery. Now I like how that looks now. See on this side, I didn't like the way it was sitting in there. Plug in the battery. The screen connection is plugged in. Make sure sometimes these get unplugged and you don't even know. So make sure they're plugged in. If one of these connections right here on the bottom unplugs by itself when you're taking this thing out, the reception will be very weak, and you'll probably have someone come back, like a customer. The reason why I know is because I've done it before, right? And then I notice when I'm taking the phone apart, I'm like, dude, what the hell? This thing was unplugged. Because I don't know, it just unplugs by itself, or because of me taking this piece out. But all right, so we'll place this here. We'll put the screws back. Remember, plug this thing in right here. Plug that in. Remember, we still have to install this back cover. There, everything's plugged in, double check. You don't want no comebacks. And then clip that in. And then we'll start to put the screws. Remember, these screws go here, these screws that go in here, right on the top. Alright, so then we just take our SIM tray, clip that back there. How about we turn the phone on? I never even tested the screen out, so hopefully this thing works. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna install the back cover. Let me grab some pre-cut adhesive. Alright, so I got my S20 FE back cover adhesive tape, as you can see here. It's pre-cut, it's already made to fit the back cover of a S20 FE. Let's see how this thing works. Go here, clip this, there we go. All right, perfectly good screen. All right, so pretty self-explanatory. Get this, align this up like this. All right, so then you just grab this, stick that on here. And that, everybody, is the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE Fan Edition screen replacement. All right, I invite you guys to check out any of the other links that you guys see right here on the screen. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.